The illusions which have been sold to us are starting to fragment and break apart. If you become voluntarily lonely, it's not fucking right for me, not as an I, me, myself. The biggest reward of loneliness. Yo guys, how's it going? Namaste everyone, this is Sirhud Kalra. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm back again with another video, motherfuckers. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you what I feel like telling you, because it's something which a lot of people have been feeling in this year, and we've spoken about it slightly before when the last time I just recorded something randomly, or in the Hindi video which has gone on the channel of mine which this lovely organization has killed. So I want to talk about the reward of loneliness, because this year actually most people have embraced loneliness for the first time in their life, learned how to enjoy their own company for the first time in their life. They have ability and possibility to go out, join this particular social function, activity, group, going out to drink, etc. But they have said no and they've stayed inside, or they've not even replied to the fucking invite. That is what has happened in this year, because somehow, all right, as if we don't know why all of this is happening, how all of this is happening, but somehow, for the first time, this has become a self-propagative process. Earlier, it was about self-improvement and blah, 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 blah. When people were trying to find themselves, how to avoid depression, how to get out of depression, distract yourself, go for a movie with friends, watch something funny online. Bullshit, it doesn't work. Now the world is starting to figure this shit out. All right? That the self is the biggest resource for anything. All right? Whether it's an emotion, whether it's validation, whether it's whatever the fuck you think you need, it's right here. All right? So, for the first time, people have started actually embracing loneliness. And let me come to what the reward is. The biggest reward of loneliness, which is very paradoxical, is connection. If you become voluntarily lonely, and not as a masochistic or sadistic kind of a thing, like where you're actually punishing yourself or some shit. No, when you start choosing to be by yourself. I'm not against connection in terms of society, I'm not against socialization. All of that is needed, but there is a particular time on earth right now, and that time on earth is for all of us to realign ourselves. All right, because something is happening which most people are not aware of, and that's completely all right, because there are bigger forces at play. But we need to get sorted, all right, or we need to know ourselves better, or we need to be aligned better, so that when that mega shift overall happens, we are in a prepared state. Okay, so that is the kind of loneliness I'm talking about. I'm not against laughing, meeting, hugging, etc. That is what we are meant to do, live as a connected species. All right, not as an I, me, myself. So because this year the learning program on the school of life, which is this particular planet earth, that is taking place, is of embracing yourself, or coming in tune with your own truth, that this is the kind of person I am, or this is not the kind of person I am. I might have been heading towards a very, very successful life, but it's not fucking right for me. Or I thought that this was the right person for me, but maybe they're not, or whatever. All right, it's different for everyone, and it's very unique, and that is the lovely magic of life. All right, it exists in fractals, yet every fractal has its own unique perspective and experience going on. The reward of loneliness is connection, simply because this is the first time that people are finding a connect with darkness, with themselves. They're finding connection of becoming more authentic, more real, regardless of what the fuck you thought was great outside or was the way to live and was worth aspiring for. Fuck that. All of that is disintegrating this year. The illusions which have been sold to us are starting to fragment and break apart. The control of the kind of forces and technologies which were existing very heavily up until now on the people of this planet, the people have started unplugging in different ways and mediums. All right, which is lovely, because there is a fucking war coming in, and it better happen, simply because this is the boiling point that we are all coming towards. All right, and it's very important that, even though obviously it's not a pleasurable experience to go through pain or suffering or loss or grief or loneliness, etc., but it's very fucking important to create a disconnection with shine, or what I call in Hindi chamak. The current time where we have arrived after massive programming since the internet came in the past 2 decades, 3 decades. The desire that has been sold to all of us is of shine, whatever is shining, to the point where women are getting married for the fucking sake of Instagram. They're having babies for the fucking sake of Instagram. People are becoming Instagrammers for the fucking sake of Instagram. Have nothing to offer. Fakeness and hi guys. So today I want to talk about every day the same shit. People have started waking up and seeing the same influencer for like 5 fucking years and go like, what the fuck have I been watching till now? This guy does the same hand movements and has nothing to offer on his own. Or this woman is selling personal happiness, beauty tips, or I don't know what, and she's already had multiple divorces by now and nobody fucking loves her. Time is the great equalizer. It brings out truth in self-evident ways. All right. So the time of shine is starting to come to an end, not for everyone, but for a lot of chosen people. All right. That chamak, that shine which used to attract us. For example, if you go and park your car, and let's say you have a regular car and you park next to a luxury car, and you feel like, fuck man, and you see the guy getting out of his car and you're getting out of your car, in some way you'll feel a little, as if you're in fear. But now you won't, because now you're happy for him and you're happy for yourself, because you understand that first of all, none of us are at the same fucking starting line of life, and none of us have the same finish line, because there is actually no beginning or end. Life just is. Death has been the biggest fear for a lot of people, whether it is symbolic. My reputation will die in front of people. All right. My popularity will die if I'm not fucking continuously winning or whatever. The opposite of death is not birth. Sorry, the opposite of death is birth. It's not life. Because life just is and has always been. Whether everything else are just like, events on timelines that are just crossing in space, and we have no idea about a lot of things actually, on how we are existing and how beautiful life is, how magnanimous it is, how much of a mystery and magic it is. But anyway, I completely forgot why the fuck I was talking or what the fuck I was talking about. But I was talking about the reward of loneliness, and that it is now bringing in connection. And this is a very beautiful time, because especially the next 3-4 months are not going to be like, they will be internally tumultuous, but like they will further reinforce this connection. And once this connection is reinforced and it's in its full force, when you will reconnect with things from the past or people from the past, or if you will form new connections, they will all be based on love and authenticity. And hence, they will be the kind of connections which will actually sustain you through life. Everything else was not sustaining you, it was draining you. So don't know who needed to hear this, but it was coming out of me and I fucking blurted it out. And if it helped you, then pass it to somebody else who it might help. Cheers. Thank you.